I've had the pleasure of working with Jim in 3 separate roles that he's had in the county. Initially, when we came into the county as a new agency, he was the chief of police, and then he became the county executive, and now I deal with him as the state senator who oversees the finance committee that funds the state mental health budget. When the Mental Health Authority first came into the county, we were tasked with doing a mental health needs assessment, the first one that was done in any great detail. And the thing that rose to the top, no matter what group we worked with, was the need for mobile crisis services. So at that time, the Mental Health Authority went to Jim, who was the county executive at the time, because Jim had been chief of police and had worked in the police department for so many years, was well aware of the need for that kind of partnership between crisis services and the police department. So we did develop a mobile crisis team exclusively with county funding.
Senator Robey was a deputy chief when I came to the department in 1986. His kind of impact on the department back then was really getting us much more involved with the community. He started our Citizens Advisory Council, which still exists and I meet with on a monthly basis, citizens from around the county that share their concerns about what's going on.
We had an opening ceremony April 8th in 2002 when the Judy Center was first established, and he was there and spoke at our opening along with the superintendent of schools and one of our city council people. And I just remember him expressing heartfelt congratulations and also support for the Judy Center, working very closely with the various partners in the community. He sees the importance of this establishment of relationships as a key factor in how we provide services to the people of Howard County.
Jim has always been a really good friend to human service organizations. As Neighbor Ride was being created, he was very encouraging because Neighbor Ride has one specific purpose, which is to provide transportation for older residents, and that's done through the services of volunteers. So he was kind of the cheerleader on the side. And then in November of 2010, when Neighbor Ride was launched, he was at the opening and used the scissors to cut the ribbon, and then he was our first driver. And that very day from that event, he drove some residents of Parkview, a senior facility, out to Clarksville, where the Office on Aging was holding their annual Thanksgiving dinner for seniors.
He's always been very approachable, both at the county and the state level, and willing to listen to whatever the needs were.
You know, he's fun to be with, he can have good conversation, but he also knows what's important. He has his priorities straight and his values match his actions.
He certainly has that manner about him that he makes people feel comfortable around him, and therefore it's easier to bring about change.
He really represents the essence of the spirit of this county. He brings to life through his legislation that he supports, and also through his personhood, what I would like to feel is a concern for everybody and wanting everyone to be successful as both a person, as a family, as a community. And that's a real gift